Yeah, this is going to be a new video. Like I did with the horror titles, it's going to be a redux of the Blu-rays. Before I get into that, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to a YouTube user. He's called Dyslexic Nick. You know him, and you know his films as well. He's having kind of a few kind of problems, like some kind of financial kind of like woes and stuff, and like we've all had them. So, and he's selling some of his collection off. So if people would check out his channel, leave the link below, and you know, kind of help the guy out because he's a good guy. Anyway, right, I'm going to move on with this. I'm going to do this tower, and I'm going to kind of move on to kind of some other stuff. Right, first up is 3 Days of the Condor. It's Studio Canal digibook. This is a real nice one. I'm not going to. A lot of these are sealed, so I'm probably not going to open too much inside of them. Maybe one or two. 310 to Yuma. Really good. Really kind of decent western. That's decent. Yeah, no, it is a good film. Seven Voyages Sinbad. Film's not amazing, but it's worth it for Harryhausen's work of the Cyclops and stuff. Yeah, just kind of get to the island basically, and then it kind of picks up. Criterion Edition 12 Angry Men, probably one of the best films ever made. That's fantastic. It's a great film. It's amazing. Takeshi Miike's 13 Assassins. Just fantastic film. Unbelievable. The battle at the end is you know, very kind of lone wolf, Hanzo, so Mikagami-esque. Alright. This is the French edition of 13th Warrior. Comes with some kind of nice goodies inside. I really like this film. The transfer's not incredible, but it doesn't have forced French subs either. So, but yeah, this is a really nice release. I recommend this film. I've seen some kind of not so kind of good reviews about it, which I don't really kind of understand, to be honest. I'll just take that out because it's a bit awkward to put back. 30 Days in Night, fantastic modern horror film. 36 by Olivier Marchal, fantastic French crime film. The French are really kind of at the foremost of like the crime kind of genre at the moment, like the last few years. 44-inch chest from the director. Or is it the writer? No, it's the writer of Sexy Beast. Really great cast, man. Stephen Burkhoff turns up in this as well, as a lunatic. Stephen Delaney's line of cunting spunker always. Oh god, I pissed myself laughing at that. It's really funny. Into the 71, Into the Fire, really great war film. I was really impressed with this. I thought this was really good. Well, they always mention Saving Private Ryan. There's as many. There's war films better than it, man. I hate that it's always like it's the Saving Private Ryan of such and such a country. Like there's better war films than Saving Private Ryan. Just people haven't seen them. You know, it's a good film, but there's better. 27 Hours with James Franco. It's good, man. I was actually pleasantly surprised with that one. I thought it was okay. Digibook of 300. It's probably one of my favourite digibooks. I absolutely love the cover of that. It's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. It's a great film as well. I think some of the historical kind of epics and stuff, you know, they're best in the digibook format. I don't really like them in a steelbook format like some of the historical epics. 1492 Conquest of Paradise. Yeah, it's a good film. It's not really one of Ridley's best. Kind of probably more romanticised portrayal of Columbus, probably from what he rather actually was. You know, kind of a sort of a, I don't know. It was alright, but should have been a bit more of a damning portrayal of him. Above the Law, Steven Seagal, one of the best. Early Seagal. I know he gets shit on now, and like, yeah, right. His films of, oh God, the last probably 15, 16 years have been pretty awful, but Above the Law and his early years, you couldn't beat him. No one destroyed people like Seagal. AI, which I still haven't seen. AI. I need to get round to that. I know it's mad, isn't it? I guess there's just some films you just don't get round to watching. This is Aftershock. This is limited to. I'll try to just, because I'm working one hand here. This is slightly awkward. I'll just kind of show you inside of it. It's limited to 728 pieces. It's a real good film as well. The earthquake in '76. So it's a really good film. I'd check this out. I think this edition though is you're probably not going to find that edition. I mean, I got it spare time. I think on YouTube I just seen. I think me and Donnie have got that. I'm not sure if anyone else has them, but it's getting rare. It's very hard to find that. Alexander, which, you know, on a whole, it's not a bad film. In fact, I really enjoyed it. I think the Battle of Gaugamela, and this is probably one of the best battles and probably most accurate battles. Here and there, I mean, there's one or two little problems here and there, but it really is. It's probably one of the best battle sequences I've seen in any film. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, it's really good. It's a good film, and I think Colin Farrell, apart from, like, you know, the Irish accents aside, I think he does a real good job with the film, and I have to say, and the soundtrack is absolutely amazing. Well, Angelis, it's really good. All Quiet on the Western Front, Universal Digibook, real great film. I mean, I don't need to. Some of the classics, you know, you've seen, you know, and Digibook of All the President's Men, another amazing kind of early 70s conspiracy film. It's awesome. Or Hal Holbrook turning up, and this is Deep Throat. He's fantastic. Hal Holbrook is a great actor. Doesn't really get the respect he deserves. Awesome actor. Digibook of Amadeus. Another, again, amazing film. Tom Holtz is amazing in this, but, you know, the film's probably more about F. Murray Abraham. His performance is absolutely amazing. Incredible. Sometimes your arms hurt doing this. Forearms hurt. I don't know why. It really hurt like when I'm doing this. American Gangster, which is, again, you know, I've really enjoyed it. I think sometimes Denzel Washington, man, you know, he's right in certain roles. Sometimes when he overacts, he has this tend to overact at times, and sometimes spoils some performances, but he's really good in that. This is Steelbook of American History X, one of my kind of favourite kind of modern films. I've seen the work print. I know there was problems with Tony Kaye and Edward Norton, but I think the theatrical version they made was probably better. I mean, there were some little bits they didn't add. I mean, like the sex scene at the beginning is longer, and I think the rape scene's longer, which it doesn't really need to be. To be honest, it's horrible the way it is. American Psycho, Christian Bale, great film, really great film. I need to read the book at some point, like. American Werewolf in London. I need to pick up Steelbook at some point. This is just a great horror film. I consider the scene in the London Underground probably like one of the greatest scenes in a horror film. You know, Rich Mahogany edition of Anchorman, which is, you know, it's a great laugh. Anchorman. I've seen the other cut as well. You know, the stuff from the deleted footage and that was okay. Apocalypse Now. Absolutely just fucking awesome film. Real nice edition of it as well. It's a great film. I haven't seen it in a long time, man. I really must watch it again. You know, it was great when I saw it, but it's been many years. I don't think I need to see it again. Animal Kingdom, fantastic kind of crime film from Australia. You know, Australian cinema in general, you know, is normally absolutely top notch. You know, there's some fantastic stuff coming from there. It's been fantastic stuff coming from there for years, but I mean, not just recently. Apocalypto, Mel Gibson's masterpiece, I think. On the Mayan civilization. Really fantastic. I mean, I think that scene in the in the sort of the sports court, you know, in the main city, and you know the one I'm on about. It's just so awesome. Almost like squash court of death type thing, you know. It's really good. Apollo 13, real good movie. Again, another film I haven't seen in absolutely ages. It's a Steelbook of Appaloosa, real good modern western. Nice to see. I don't know about Renée Zellweger, she drives me fucking mad. I don't know about her, but Jeremy Irons is great in this, and Lance Henriksen turns up. You know, Lance needs. Oh, I feel sorry for Lance, man. He stars in some total, real shit films, and he's a good actor, man. Army of Crime, a French Resistance film that doesn't really work. Doesn't work, man. It's not very good, which is a shame. Army of Shadows, Criterion, which is an absolutely fucking awesome film. Yeah, I don't know why Army of Crime don't work. It just doesn't. I don't know why. I finished this recently. Arn, Night Temple, the complete series, really good. Yeah, there's some historical. Yeah, a few little historical inaccuracies. I think they'd have just. It's almost like the Knights Templar fought the Crusades single-handedly, but there were a lot more orders, Hospitallers, Teutonic Knights, and the Crusader states themselves. But save that. It's a really good program, and I'd recommend it. I mean, the film version, Christ, they butcher so much. The film version I had, like Arn left for the. It's a totally different reason why he left for the Crusades. It's crazy. Oh god, mad Thai kind of like subtitles. It didn't make much sense. This guy commands an Italian film, which was I was really impressed with that. That was a really good film. Assassination of Jesse James with the card Robert Ford, real good film. Brad Pitt's great in it. So is Casey Affleck. It's not. I think sometimes some quotes, one of the best westerns in years, and like there's better westerns than that, modern westerns than that. Assembly, just awesome war film. Most impressive war film since Saving Private Ryan. I fucking hate stuff like that. Sunday Times, don't care what they've got to say. I hate start bringing up Saving Private Ryan, man. All the time. It's all the time. They always bring it up. There's better war films, I will tell you that now. A-Team, which I actually enjoyed. I gotta say, I think I'm gonna get in the Steelbook of it. Actually, it wasn't too bad at all. Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Nicolas Cage is batshit crazy. I love the original, but the original film. But look, it's a totally different film. It's just a different sort of setting, and Werner's got his own kind of twist on it. Of course, when he's talking about his soul still dancing or whatever, like, oh man, it's brilliant. Bad and Meinhof Complex, German kind of terrorist cell. Really enjoyed it. It's a long one. That goes on for quite a while. Balabo, about one of the greatest kind of crimes in kind of the 20th century, with the Indonesians going into East Timor. But that was a real crime, man. That was just an absolute travesty. And I think the British and Australian governments knew it was coming down. We didn't warn East Timorese, which was pretty horrendous. Band of Brothers, which is just I don't need to say about Band of Brothers. That in the Pacific was fantastic. Barry Lyndon, absolutely awesome. I love that. I love the first clash between it's in the 7 Years' War, isn't it? So I presume it's the French and the British fighting. Yeah, it is the one of my talking, of course, the French and the British. Sorry, British allied with the Prussians. Sorry. So, did you book a Batman? I really enjoy the first Batman. I do. I think, as much as I love the love the new movies, I think Batman Returns is actually my favourite Batman movie. I really think I don't like sort of Kevin Smith's little whiny little comments about Burton. It really gets to me. Some of these comments. Sometimes, Kevin Smith, I think he's got a high opinion of himself. Dark Knight Batman Begins, well, you look absolutely incredible. Dark Knight is absolutely awesome. What I'm going to finish on this shelf, man, because this has taken quite a while and I didn't expect it to take as long. Battle of Algiers, it's a Criterion edition. Again, man, if you've got any questions about certain editions, just ask, alright, and I'll try to help out. Beautiful Mind, which I still haven't seen. I definitely need to see that. Beneath 460, Australian soldiers during World War One. This was pretty good. I know that guy. He's out of the Salem's Lot remake. I can't. Played the Hunchback kind of guy. I can't remember his name. Big Country. Absolutely great film. I absolutely love that film. Another great western coming up as well. Big Jake is one of my favourite John Wayne movies. Absolutely awesome film. Who plays the baddie in this? Oh, I love the baddie in this. I can't think of his... Richard Boone. He's awesome in it. Really good film. Digibook of Big Lebowski. I love Big Lebowski. It's one of those real quotable films. I'm going to finish up here now because this is slightly uncomfortable because I'm going on my knees here. Is Bigger Than Life, Criterion. Oh, James Mason just goes berserk in this film. He's absolutely incredible. So yeah, look, if you got any questions about additions and stuff, just ask. And I'm gonna carry on. Well, I'm gonna try to limit him to about like maybe 4 or 5 Redux videos because they do go on for quite a while. So yeah, cheers for subbing, and cheers for all your comments and that, and do check out Nick's channel. And I'll be back with another video in a few days. So cheers.